Greetings! I'm here to present you an interesting software that you'll surely want to have in your barangay hall offices. We guarantee you our 100% surety of your satisfaction. When we present our proposal, I'm Junne Dela Cruz and my other group members, Junne, Paguia, and Zeejay Exconde, whom done the research in your barangay and the workflow operations, which outcome our analysis, and we now present to you our solution that we saw in your operations. The company overview is your Barangay City Hall. Is known for the quality of education, social justice, clean and safe environment, where its citizens are guided by divine providence, thereby making them proud to be called Paranaqueans. The services you render are for residents, building permits, collection and payments, general services, land assessments, service handbook, zoning clearance, civil registry, directories, healthcare services fees and charge, and welfare. For business, securing majors, business permit, new business, and renewal, securing majors business. In competitors, fortunately, based on what we've researched, your barangay city hall have no competitor since we can see that you've offered much services that nobody can compete with. In types and numbers of customers, here is the table that will show you your number of served customers. As you can see, have a lot of customers in BF homes, and you have a less amount of customers in Vitales. Next is the number of your transactions. Unluckily, we are unable to have finalized number of transactions you've made because we conclude that since you're doing everything manually, we have a hard time to monitoring your every transactions. And we didn't have the chance to gather numbers of services you've delivered in everyday transactions. In a statement of the problem, there are some problems in your business that you may encounter in applying our proposal in your company. The critical process in your businesses is when we execute a program wherein multiple producers and methods must be considered, and we should look onto high quality materials since your company must build an image of faster, better and efficient services. Execution needs funding for the cost of the following aspects like materials and manpower expenses. This also will take effect on the time limit as we propose to launch this program into your public and ready for testing to your future valued clients. I'm grateful to inform you our objectives on why we're proposing your service. Our business goal is to innovate programs that will improve your technology industry into a higher level. Category wherein we level up with most intelligent technology inventors all over the world, and we will be the biggest, the best and the number one program distribution in the world. And with the use of this program that we're proposing to the Barangay City Hall of Paranaque, we'll now turn the manual compilation of automatic file storage, our program, and this will make their business operation much easier. In objectives, here are the tangible benefits of your company. Tangible benefits: cost reduction, avoidance, and will achieve cost reduction and avoidance by using the right way. Error reduction, which is double check the entire move that we will do. Increase flexibility, which maximizes the not so important appointment. Increase speed of activity by using a new proposed technology and methods. Increase speed of reports having a new review. Improvement of management, planning, and control wherein placing the best person in a right role. Opening new markets and increasing sales opportunities by using leaflets and media. And here are the intangible benefits of your company. Intangible benefits: competitive necessity that will make the finished product as unique as possible. Improve organizational planning by studying the plan and suggest some way to make it better. Increase organizational flexibility in which the daily tasks will be finished on time. Availability of new, better or more information in which making a site that you can see all the information. Insignificance of this study. The importance of this study is to make easier in terms of compiling files inside the barangay hall. Based on observation, the compilation of files is manually kept. In this situation, the tendency of the files that had been kept manually may result to loss of documentation, lack of information. In order to avoid this, the team will propose any kind of software program wherein the files can be kept safe and secure. This study is the way of having the operation a lot easier wherein an effort in compiling the files is cutting less of the time than doing the manually compilation. Another benefit of the program is the proper labeling, ordering, and organizing of files. Will make the operational system be more easier to deal with since you can just search and click away if any finding a specific file. The wheel operation can also create an image wherein much better, faster, and efficient services can be delivered to the clients and company will position themselves into a higher category of customer service, and because of this program, less manpower will be applied that will resort to less expense of the company. When it comes to our scope and limitation, our objective is to give them the program that they deserve. After we teach them how to use the program, we don't have obligation to improve it or fix it when it's broken. Our process working through is the barangay discharges three seminal functions. First, as a basic political unit, or as the smallest political entity used for governance in the Philippines. Second, as a primary planning and implementing unit wherein it's mandated to plan development projects in its territory and to deliver certain basic services of the government to its people. Lastly, as a forum wherein the collective views of the people may be expressed, crystallized, and considered, and where dispute may be amicably settled. It likewise empowered to pass certain regulation and defined by law, which regulation required the recommendation of the City Council and the approval of the City Mayor. Before implementation, programs and activities to be pursued by the barangay administration are initially presented to assembly composed of actual residents of the ownership who have been duly registered as such. This assembly is called for is twice a year. The barangay government also enjoys certain quasi-judicial powers through the function as a local court of first instance, wherein local and minor disputes are taken up for the possibility of settlement outside actual court action. Here is the process time versus the time cycle, where the process time is the duration of the process, while cycle time is the combined duration of process time and waiting time. That is based on our walkthrough. Our recommendation: this software will do all the work as usual more easily and more accurately in terms of procedural works to be done. Here is the workflow of Barangay City Hall. Each barangay has its own prospective chairman and barangay council composed of 7 members called kagawads who are only duly elected by their constituents. Membership status is likewise afforded the chairman of the barangay Sangguniang Kabataan or Youth Council, which is also duly elected but only by the barangay youth sector. The required offices of barangay secretary and barangay treasurer and appointed ones. The appointment thereof being part of the powers of the barangay chairman in concurrence with the barangay council. Every barangay has also required to have islubong tagapamayapan or peace and order council, through which ones may be formed community brigades, usually supervised by an appointed executive officers, and such the facilitation of offices, as may be deemed necessary to carry out the purposes of the barangay government in accordance with the needs of public service, subject to the limitation prescribed by the local government. In benchmarking, based on our team observation, fortunately Bus on Barangay City Hall had no competitors since we can see that you've offered much services that nobody can compete you. In streamlining, out of 12 streamlining tools, our team only chooses 2, which are simple language and automation. In simple language, we want to give you easy but have good quality. We made our documents easy to comprehend by all who use them. Lastly, automation, which apply tools, equipment, and computers to boring routine activities to free up employees to do more creative activities. In recommend our software to install in every computer that supplies services in your company. Since based on our study and analysis, this software will create an efficient and faster service, and this will cater more loyal customers.